What up, y'all? It's your girl Some Shady. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if it's your first time. So for today's video, I'm gonna do like an everyday makeup look or makeup routine or whatever. So what I do every time I do my makeup. So if you guys want to watch, if you guys want to see how I look like and how I do my makeup, then keep watching. Alright, so the first thing I like to do is moisturize my face. So usually what I use is shea butter, just raw shea butter, and I put it mostly on my like T-zone because it's my driest areas and it's also my oiliest. So I like to keep it moisturized just in case like it gets dry, but I don't put too much because it's also oily, you know? I'm like, okay. So after that's done with, I like to do my brows. Now is my eyelids. Well, what I like to do is I like to just use the leftover foundation and concealer, whatever that I have on my hand, and just put it as the base of my eye. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go in with my Sacha Buttercup. And I'm just gonna set my eyelids with this beauty blender, and it's just dry. Then I'm just gonna dust it off with this dust it with this brush. Okay, then the next step is I like to put on my foundation. It might look a little dark to you guys, or maybe it does it on camera, but in real life it looks a little dark. So what I like to do is I like to counter effect the whole thing by concealing. And the way I conceal, which you will see later, will you know, make it look like seamless with my chest, you know. It's now time for my favorite part, concealing. Okay, so we start off first with the fawn because it's my base color. It's the darkest one. I put a little bit of that. I take my flat brush and I define where I want to put the the concealer. Now, my face is round, and so what I like to do is I like to focus my highlight and like my brighter areas into the middle of my face, so it can make my face look more like more dimensional. Yeah, more, so I can create more dimension to my face. And so I like to focus my concealers into the middle part. Now, I don't know about other face shapes because I'm no MUA, I'm no faceologist, I'm no headologist, I'm not a specialist in face and shape, so I'm gonna just focus on what I know about myself, okay? And so that's what I do with fawn. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Then what I like to do is I like to take my medium beige for my other parts, and I just mix that up with fawn a bit, just so it's not too light. So what I like to do is I like to buff it in instead of like swooping it out. I like to like tap it, like dab it basically, and I like to stop at like the end of my tail, so not past my brow tail, because then it'll be too extended. Then I like to take medium beige, add like 1, 2, 3 dots under my eyes, mix that up because I like the brightening effect. Just right under my eyes. And then lastly, guys, listen, it's not like I'm putting a lot, I'm literally putting dots. So I put the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. it. Now it's time for contour with my Fenty Beauty matchsticks in truffle. I'm on YouTube right now. And how I like to blend is I like to push it up and mix it with the perimeter of my concealer. It's time for setting powder. So I like to use the Laura Mercier and the Sacha Buttercup. So now I'm gonna grab my Laura Mercier, put it under my eyes and against my nose. Basically the same way I applied my concealer is the same way I'm applying my my setting powder. Like the same areas. Also, my side note, my nose is very round, so there's no way of snatching that. There's no way that I can make it snatched, like snatchable. There's just no way. I've tried, but I still like my nose, whatever. And I'm gonna use my Juvia's palette called The Magic. And I'm gonna use the shades Nana and Zakia. Nana and Zakia. I'm gonna take the Nana shade right here because it's gonna be my contour shade, and I'm gonna mix it lightly with some Zakia for warmth. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take away my setting powder now. I'm gonna use my MAC Pro Longwear Pressed Powder in the shade Dark Plus. Take some of that. I'm gonna contour my nose with the same shade, so Nana again. Now I'm just gonna use my setting spray because I feel a little dry. And I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This feels so good. It's like quenching your thirst, like, okay. Now my next step is literally my favorite step, blush. So this is by NYX and it's called the Double Dare blush. I don't know. Yeah, high definition blush, sorry. So it's in the shade Double Dare. And it's just like this popping orange. And what it does, it's just like warms up your color, your tone. Like it just, that's how it looks like. And then, well, you guessed it. I'm going to grab my mascara, and I use the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara. It's really, really good. And the type of lashes that I have is like bushy, and like they're kind of like, they're not straight, but they're not curly. They're just like bushy. There's a lot of them. So I find that this one is very good. It just gives me a little pop. I'm not good at applying lashes, so I'm not gonna do it in front of you guys, but I'm just gonna go and pop some lashes in. Okay, so I have my lashes on, and I use a dual lash glue, and I use the brush on adhesive one. Anyways, now it's time for a highlighter. I'm just gonna grab this little fan brush here, and I'm going to grab this other brush here. So I'm gonna grab my Artist Couture Diamond Gold Powder in Illuminati, and I'm gonna go ahead. Can you look at my nose, please? Are you done? Okay, and now the final step to this beat, setting spray. This is the final look. I'm gonna go put on my sweater, and I'll be right back. So this is the final look, and if you've made it this far, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much. If there's any more videos that you guys would like for me to film, let me know. DM me on Instagram, leave a comment down below, see me at school and tell me. So if there's anything you guys want me to do, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your aunties and uncles, because, you know, it's no shade, no tea. All shade, actually, all offense. What up? What up? What's up? What's good? All tea, all shade, all offense.